Hey, uh, sorry about the light. This just happened to be where I'm sitting. Um, I saw the debate and I was very I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know how. I was really shocked. I was shocked behind the debate because of this plan to force Americans and to fine them for a universal health care plan. I don't understand why that is so important to her that she would be so disruptive in an otherwise um, progressive debate. I mean, she just basically jumped back into the bickering and a very Congress like bickering that has really jammed up our political process, which is what Obama is saying is the old way that me, no my, and don't care about don't care about how the the uh, the process is going. It's just I mean I just for her to just and to keep like just she was like totally disruptive in there and really just jumped all over debate for that particular process, her health care plan, and she didn't do it for anything else that was much more important than health care. I mean, she universal health care. How about universal employment? Universal employment so that we can have jobs so that we can afford and decide for ourselves. I mean, I'm also really disappointed with Americans that are looking for a handout, and yet this is not a handout. They will, I mean, to force you is to me, it's just completely un American. For health care, force you into a health care, and which really just, I don't trust her. I don't trust her with this thing. I think she must have lobbyists, or there must be some other reason. Then there's nothing that could be that important more than bringing home the troops, more than the economy, and especially when the healthcare doesn't really provide everything that is needed, and then it finds you. So here it is. In my business, you know what? I could be a millionaire one month, and then I can go from rag to riches really quickly, and and vice versa. I hate to say, but I can make a lot of money one month, and then because it's an independent business, not necessarily so the next month. But I want to decide what I pay for, and I don't want to get fined for something that I don't need, that is not a necessity to me. It's not a necessity. And then what was so bad was it being such a weak, poor plan that she had to keep defending it the way she did. And the more she tried to defend it, the more Obama just said, yeah, but there's an error, there's a loophole, there's a big gap in here. And so she had to keep defending and kind of schmoozing over or trying to vet. I can't believe that this veil has gone over this healthcare plan for this long. I was just so, that they're going to force you and attack your wages. And I don't see how that's caring about Americans. If you cared, then better, you would be more passionate about getting them jobs so that they can do work and they can decide and they can afford and then make healthcare affordable so that they can decide whether they want it or not. To me, that makes all the sense of the world. But to force them and to get them in a plan that they're not interested in, don't like, and really, I think it is philosophical. Obama said it's philosophical. I think it is philosophical. The fact that when you try to socialize, and that's not our government. Our government is a capitalistic society within regulations, so that somebody doesn't have an extreme monopoly. And it must be somebody is getting paid or something for her to want to have a monopoly and to break to me that's un-American, it's unconstitutional. And to me it might be, I don't know if that's communism. I don't want to be disrespectful to her, but because her and Obama does have a lot of it, but I think the core fundamental problem is the big difference. And I don't think that I think she avoided the big difference. The big difference is she doesn't believe in freedom of choice, and Obama does. And there's a wisdom with Obama that has an encompassing and including. Hers is just like, no, 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 do it my way. And she completely demonstrated that by the way she started bickering, almost catfighting, in the and started clawing at him, talking about Xerox. You know, words. I don't know where they got to saying that words don't mean anything. As far as I'm concerned, the word, your word, is all you have. Is your word. If I tell you something, what happened to my word is my bond? You know, you could take all your money and you still can have your word. If you say something, I hold people accountable to their word. Their actions should line up to their word. And I don't see that. I see this in her, I see this covering of her actions. I'm really disappointed in what I found out about her health care. It's just, to me, it's unconstitutional. And I tell you, I had these conspiracy theories. It's no more than an ID, and then to get everybody, in a computer system, in a new kind of computer system. So I really think that, it's spiritually, and it's like, hey, eating the apple, really. I think it's like, forking over the American people, for her want of control and power, and maintaining that control and power. And I really don't trust her on that. I think she's too ambitious. I think she's ambitious enough to sell out American philosophy. It is American philosophy. It's an American philosophy. Whatever happened is another thing, Obama. What happened ever to, besides keeping your word, freedom of choice, and those philosophical core wisdom kind of thing? I think, and wisdom of not getting bickering, selfishness, and me, and just do it my way or no way, and I think that's the wisdom, and that's the same old way that we have already experienced and that we have presented ourselves on the world market. And I think that Obama has that underlying philosophy wisdom. Whatever happened, she immediately said, no, I would not talk to the Cubans. Immediately it was no. What happened to keep your keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer? An honest enemy is better than a dishonest friend. And that's what I think that healthcare plan is a dishonest friend. It's really, it's like, bait and switch or something. And so I that's what, I don't get that her. And again, obviously, whoever goes to a debate and gets booed at a debate, that's just, I don't see anything. And your marital problems and what you suffered and gone through your marital, you're right, it is nothing. That's your personal business. And I don't like how she made that last comment. I'm gonna be fine because I got the money, and I'm already rich. You're the ones I feel sorry for. You're the ones that are not gonna be okay. No, we're gonna be great. And I think the main point is holding wisdom, holding your word in front of on a world market. I think Obama has a very inclusive world view that is a much more humble and believes in working with other people together and letting people decide and live the way they want to live.